UN officials arriving at that massive nuclear plant caught in the crossfire between Ukrainian and Russian forces. The shelling has intensified around the plant, putting the inspection in jeopardy. The risk of a potential nuclear disaster does have them determined to complete their mission. Foreign correspondent Tom Burridge with me now from Ukraine with the very latest. So, Tom, what are these UN officials looking for inside the nuclear plant?
Well, Deirdre, they're going to assess the damage at the plant. Remember, some buildings at the plant not far from the reactors have apparently been hit by shelling in recent days. They want to talk to the Ukrainian employees at the plant. We've spoken to some of them, and they've told us that they've been working effectively at gunpoint. But crucially, we're getting word within the last few minutes from the chief of that UN mission. It wasn't an easy journey for them. They made it in. There was a spark in the firing and shelling in that area. They had to go through checkpoints, cross from Ukrainian-controlled territory here in Zaporizhia, a short distance but a long drive into Russian-controlled territory and to the plant. But the chief of that mission now saying that they've already carried out some type of assessment at the plant. They've spoken to employees. His language is positive. He's sounding buoyant. And crucially, he's saying that the IAEA, this nuclear watchdog, are able to keep some kind of presence going forward at the nuclear power plant. We understand that some of the mission has left now and is returning, according to Russian state media, to come back here to Zaporizhia, but some of their officials staying in place, and that's reassuring. The idea of having an independent international experts in place at that plant, which, remember, is on the front line, is reassuring for everyone here in Ukraine and people around the world.
Yeah, reassuring indeed. And I can only imagine from some of the people you've been speaking with that Tom, literally, as you put it, working at gunpoint in a nuclear plant, that stress must be unbelievable. In the larger context, Ukrainian forces have basically had some success pushing back the Russian front lines near this key city that we've been focused on of Kherson in the south. What is the latest there?
Yeah, Deirdre, we're getting some information. It's limited because the Ukrainians have put out a bit of an information blackout while this offensive is in the early stages and in a crucial phase, it seems. It looks like the Ukrainians have taken some villages. British defense officials saying that they have managed to punch through the Russian lines in certain places. To what extent is not clear. The Ukrainians saying today that they have continued to hit Russian positions. There's a lot of evidence that the Ukrainians continue to use the US-supplied HIMARS rocket systems that can hit targets behind the Russian lines to really cut off the supply lines to the Russians. The main goal of the Ukrainians in that area, southwest of here, is the city of Kherson. It's divided by a river. They want to cut off the supply lines to the Russian troops on the westerly side of that region and then move through the Russian lines, they hope, to try and take more territory. But it's a risky game, and that's why we're not getting much information at the moment. And we will really have to wait potentially days, if not longer, to get a true assessment of how that offensive in the south for the Ukrainians is going.
Tom, thank you for your excellent reporting. Tom Burridge joining us live there from Ukraine.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.